today with this word because I know sometimes we log into these social media sites and see some stuff that we just like, it just give us a 1-2 punch, and you just it's like, where did that come from? But truthfully speaking, God have a way of exposing evil, a way of exposing wickedness in the land. And so I heard another one of my brothers in Christ the other day release a word that says there's a global shaking. And if you really a woman or man of God, God will give us a word and then he'll confirm it. He'll confirm it, and this is one of those days because I know the prayers that I pray, and when I pray, I don't just only pray for me in my family. I pray for people as a whole on a global scale because that's what He drops in my spirit. So when I see these type of words, it moves me, and I'm not saying in a bad way, but in a good way, because I don't want to see the Lord just working in my life, in my family's life, but I want to see God working and moving in everybody's life, because people don't think that whatever they do affects, whatever negative impact they have, it's not just on themselves or their families, but it impacts us as a whole. And when people can really and truly understand that we're really connected to one source, and that's God, whether they want to believe it or not, we're all connected to the same source. And so their actions doesn't only affect them, they affect us as a whole, as a people. And so I pray for everybody. I pray for all. And I've always prayed for a great awakening and shaking. So when I saw that global shaking, I was like, look at God. But I just want to read a couple of chapters that I read today. And that's why I said this was confirmation of the word that I saw the other day about the global shaking. And then not even that, when I saw the deal come down my timeline about the Jaden Ivey situation, and how people, some people thought what he said was wrong and wanted to look at him differently. And I'm not even really sure if his family really stopped talking to him or what happened. I'm not really sure. But I want to say this. If it's true, I can feel his pain, because when I started my walk with Christ and really got serious about my walk with Christ, my people, they know about God, but they don't know God like I do. And they don't serve him like I do. So I was expecting for them to understand what God was having me to do, but that wasn't the case. It was something totally different. And so when I got serious about my walk with Christ, my people was calling me crazy, saying I was crazy, cutting me off and saying this, all this different type of stuff and doing all this different type of stuff. So I can relate to Jaden right now. And so I'm going to read a couple of scriptures, and then, a couple of chapters, and then follow it with some scriptures that they stood out to me concerning this whole situation right now that's going on with Jaden Smith. Not Jaden Smith, but Jaden Ivey. And the book is Isaiah 13, chapter 13 and chapter 14. I'm gonna be reading both of those full chapters, and then I have some other verses that I'm gonna end my live with. But it says, and let me tell you the heading for the chapters. It says, the doom of Babylon. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones, for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, in the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Y'all just stay with me now. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, and a man even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash them young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. In her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Now listen, that was just chapter 13. I'm sitting outside, and y'all already know. And when you're sitting outside, you're gonna hear something, whatever come through. So I'm gonna give this neighbor time enough to park and do whatever he needs to do before I read 14. But just in that chapter right there, that just told us a lot about what's going on in the world, around the world, globally, citywide, nationwide, countrywide. And that's what we've been dealing with for a long time. But God say, we're not going to keep going through that. We're not going to keep dealing with that. Because people have blatantly tried to make evil be good and good evil. This antichrist spirit, it has people coming up against people, Christians and folks that are really trying to live, Christ-like. But God say you won't keep doing that, because I read to y'all the other day where they verse say, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. So people think that just because they've been coming up against real true prophets and not the fake ones, and nothing has been done about it, that they can keep doing it. But God is saying, I will judge you according to your heart. And he judged people when he's ready to judge them, not because people feel like they should be judged. He judged them when it's time for him to judge them. There's a time and a season for everything. So when people thinking they getting away with doing evil and wickedness and getting by with doing whatever they doing. But for how long? Because you will be judged according to what you do. That's what people don't understand. Just because you getting away with it right now or whenever you're doing it, doesn't mean that you will keep getting away with it or you will forever get away with it. Because no, Pooh, no, that is not the case. So now let me finish with chapter 14. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Now, I'm gonna slow down for a second. I'm gonna stay right here for just a second because I want people to understand. It says